When you walk through the doors of a library, you have this sense of awe. There's a scholarly gravitas that students really look for, and they come to the library to get into that mindset of, now I'm going to study, now I'm going to get serious about my academic work. So while we don't see the students using our physical collections as much as they used to, they continue to come through the doors of the library at a huge rate. The recent renovations will provide better access for students to the library's collections for a couple of very practical ways. We've made a change to the desk that used to be the circulation desk. The Sterling Memorial Library was built on the model of a cathedral. So we had built in our nave an altar, and that altar served as a circulation desk. But it was also a barrier. It was meant to keep students from accessing the book stack, which is the entrances right behind the desk. Because at that time, in the late 1920s, early 1930s, students were not allowed in the stacks. Today, of course, we want the students to be in the stack tower. We want them to be exploring what's in our collection. And so we wanted to make sure that the altar no longer served as a barrier, but rather something you could pass around and through. Visually, when you enter the library, what you should see at the end of the long nave are the doors to the stack tower, and that's the destination we hope you're reaching for. Prior to the renovation, we had 3 service desks within just a few yards of each other. A difference now is there is one desk in the nave, one service point, and all questions can be answered there at the desk. All services can be provided there at the desk. First, I'll say that the cards were taken out of the card catalogs themselves more than a decade ago. In this renovation, we decreased the number of card catalog cabinets that were there. The ones that were flush to the wall are still present in the nave, and we wanted that because we loved the texture of them, but also because they speak to a history. It's wonderful to sort of explain to a student, there was a time when this is how research was done and you had to figure out which card catalog to use. The card catalogs that used to be peninsulas that were sticking out into that area, those were taken away, and all of the wood was recycled in any way it can. In fact, you'll see where those peninsulas used to be, the wood that was at the front of the card catalog was taken off and put on the wall. So the gorgeous wood carvings that were on those card catalogs were all saved and reused elsewhere in the nave. So it's almost a treasure hunt to try to figure out where the wood carvings used to be and where they are now. When I think about what's going to stay stable within the library, surprisingly, I think it's going to be the physicality of libraries. Contrary to popular belief, while a lot of research can be done online, there is still so much in our collections that is not available online and probably will not be anytime soon. So I think of the wonderful special collections that are in the Beinecke. Yes, we can digitize the Gutenberg Bible, but it is not the same as actually seeing it, touching it, working with it. And what makes Yale such a unique place is that we have such richness in our special collections, that whatever topic you are studying, whether it's in the sciences, social sciences, humanities, arts, divinity, regardless of the subject, we have really remarkable special collections materials, primary source materials that you can work with. And that engagement, I think, is really important, and that's something that hopefully will be sustained here.